of my favorite collections of instrumental records is Vavoom. There's only 4 volumes. This is volume 1, Vavoom, and they're made in Spain, so you're probably not going to find them in the wild here in the States. I bet in Europe, if you got a European vacation plan. This is volume 4, called Ouch. They've got the distinctive covers, and it's early 60s instrumental shakers. It's, you know, R&B, a little garage rock tinged, all instrumental and all very upbeat. These are fantastic party comps. I've already got volume 3 and volume 2. You can tell the covers are just great. And good luck finding them. If you want, you know, you can listen to anything online. Go to YouTube, and you're probably going to have to order them from Discogs, but they're well worth having. Especially with the warm summer months coming, you throw one of these on for a backyard barbecue. So next up, Karate Boogaloo. Australian instrumental funk combo, bass, drums, guitar, and keyboards. On the front sticker, it said a deep instrumental soul odyssey. And it's called Cinematic Soul. I don't know what that was, but when I hear funk combo with organ and guitar, I don't know if you can see this, but the front cover is very elaborate. It's this whole cutout pattern. But when I hear a funk combo, I expect upbeat and funky, kind of like the Meters or Booker T and the MGs. And this was sedate, so I didn't know what to think. I was initially a little disappointed. It's billed as Cinematic Soul, and I don't know exactly what that is, but apparently in Melbourne, Australia, there's a cinematic instrumental soul movement or scene. I did not know that. You learn something every day. So I'm going to give this another listen just because the backstory is so interesting. Eduardo Polonio, I don't know this guy. It's more of that musiqueconcrete, electroacoustic, noisy electronic music stuff I like. I read about this guy on Forced Exposure, the mailing list I said you should add your name to. And apparently he is a key figure in the development of electroacoustic music in Spain. And just off a first listen, it sounds like a combination of synthesizers and like found source material manipulated, used in the musiqueconcrete way. So another one that the family's gonna shudder when I put on. Lettuce. They are a New York-based funk group doing kind of an updated version of classic funk. 2 guitars, keyboard, drums, sax, and bass. And this album called Vibe was released in 2024 on Record Store Day. And notice the vinyl looks the same as the cover. Isn't that beautiful? It's just fantastic. Apparently this is one continuous groove. It's an hour, 48 minute? No, it's 1 48-minute continuous jazz funk jam. Record Store Day released last year. So I'm looking forward to that. Next up, now the past few records I got in DC at a shop called Sohm. We took my sons to tour some universities in DC. They're juniors in high school this year, and I got a chance to go to one record store, Sohm. It's in the basement. You could miss it. I think it's under a barber shop, but I found some gems. Jeff Parker, he is from a band Tortoise. I love Tortoise, fantastic band. The Way Out Easy, this is on Non-Such from 2024, and this group with him on guitar, bass, drums, sax, have been playing a residency at a club in LA for the past 7 years. This is a little bit more of a kind of a mellow, loose jam. It's not burning hard bop or anything like that. It's a funky, loose jam, and especially when you learn a little of the backstory, this group's been playing for 7 years of residency at a club in LA. Tight, well together, well thought out, good stuff. Again, Jeff Parker from Tortoise, love Tortoise. Slim Galliard and Friends. I really like Slim Galliard. Either you like him or you don't. He's one of the most eccentric vocalists in jazz. And he invented his own dialect of hipster slang. And his comic performances from the late 30s into the early 50s made him a premier entertainer. And when I'm in the mood for Slim Galliard, to me it's about the same mood as Fats Waller. I'm not saying they're the same artist kind of the same time, but it's just kind of, it's fun. I don't know. It's a fun vibe. Slim Galliard, Fats Waller, both. You want an early fun vibe, early jazz vocals. Check that out. Dr. Nerve. I never thought I'd see one of these live. Out to Bomb Fresh Kings is their first album, came out in '84. It's experimental jazz prog rock or experimental prog jazz rock, however you want to look at it. I think fans of King Crimson, even though I'm not saying they sound just like King Crimson, but fans of King Crimson could appreciate this. Nick Didkowski, the leader and guitar player of Dr. Nerve, came to my rescue one time. I was running a record store, had an in-store with Cornell Dupree in the early 90s. He was going to come, set up with a trio and play for an hour. My sound man, Sammy, bailed on me. I don't know where he was. I had two guys that knew how to run the sound system. And Sammy was supposed to do this in-store for Cornell Dupree. He showed up and well, there was no Sammy. And the last I heard, Sammy was last seen at 4 a.m. at the Limelight. So he wasn't going to make it. And I threw myself on the sword when Cornell and his manager walked in, and I said, the sound guy's not here. I don't know what to do. And Cornell Dupree, very calm, said, son, this is a big record store. You walk in that direction. He said to his manager, you walk in that direction, and I'm going to go that way. Just start tapping people on the shoulder. Somebody knows how to run a sound system. And I went into the jazz and blues room, and lo and behold, Nick Didkowski from Dr. Nerve was shopping. And he's like, yeah, I'll do it. I think I gave him like $150 worth of music to cover his time. And so anyway, it was really cool to see the first Dr. Nerve in the Benz. And finally, another one from DC, ECM, guitar music from ECM, a 3 LP set. This was only 20 bucks. I was so excited. And it's all guitars from ECM. Now, I probably have a lot of this stuff, the individual albums. Ralph Towner, Tariel Ripdahl, John Abercrombie, Pat Metheny. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Bill Connors. I'm sure I have all these albums. But to have this nice curated collection on a 3 LP set for 20 bucks, I couldn't pass it up. And like all ECM records, you don't need to check to see if they're scratched, because these aren't party records. They're cerebral, quiet, meditative listening. No scratches. That's it. Thanks.